And we are live, guys. Everybody in the Ultimate Fitness team, I want to welcome you to our Thursday evening call. We're so excited what's going on with throughout the whole organization, and we have some great things happening. I know you noticed my green screen back here. We've been working on a lot of videos to help us grow our business. There's a lot of great things happening. I want to congratulate all you brand new coaches who have come on board, who made the commitment to change your life, change your body, and have a transformation. Waiting for everything to get done. We talk about building your business every single day by talking to just a couple individuals and sharing your idea of what Beachbody is all about. And we're going to cover some of that. But I also want to give a shout out to all those individuals that are in Success Club, growing their business, doing some great things, and really just leading the way for other people to move forward. This past weekend we had an event in Dallas. It was a men's group, and we talked a little bit about how teams are growing and what they're doing. And one of the great analogies that was brought up at that event was, and they used a really good football analogy. There's so many different teams out there that run different offenses. The NFL is not like everybody running the same offense, everybody running the same defense. It's the same thing what we're doing. There's people who love being on the internet. There's people who love doing challenge groups. There's people that love doing fitness clubs. There's people that love belly to belly, home parties. It really doesn't matter how you bring them in. The thing is once you get them in, then you train them and develop them and show them how to duplicate. Because if you bring somebody in, that's probably how they think they're going to have to bring somebody else in, and they might not be comfortable with the way you brought them in, but they love the concept. So what we want to do is we want to share some different avenues of how you might want to take it, or take them in a direction that they can feel really comfortable in. But we always talk about what we want to make this always duplicatable, and because we want this to be a simple process for anybody to come in here and achieve some really good results. So I know there was about 13 of us that went to Dallas, and you know what? That was a great time to bond and share ideas, and just the camaraderie of what the UFT is all about, the friendships, and those are memories that always will travel and stay with us forever. And there's events like that throughout the year, from the Super Saturdays to Leadership to Summit, which is coming up in July. Those are great things where you want to take people that you met online, develop the relationship, and then when you go there, it's like you're already family, like you already know each other. And we just wanted to just highlight some of the great things that we did in Dallas. So I told Mark to be on our call today, and I know in no particular reason, because the other guys are working, and we wanted to get this out live to everybody. And I was going to ask Mark a couple of things, because Mark really got the vision and his drive, the passion. I see it back in his face, and that those kind of trips just like invigorate people. So Mark, can you share a little bit about the areas that you thought were very important that you came across, and what you feel that you can share some nuggets with people that weren't able to attend?
Right. Hey guys, thank you for having me on the call tonight. Yeah, the event was absolutely amazing, and like Pete says, just bonding with the people, and it just solidifies what we're doing and how real this mission really is. Of fighting the end of obesity. And even though it might not be in our lifetime, we're going to change a lot of lives along the way to make sure that happens. But one of the things, as far as the business aspect, for me, was number one, the synergy. And what they talked about was like synergy. And there was many different nuggets that I took away from that as well. And being around these guys and hearing all the different ways everyone's building, really what you want to do is just take the best nuggets and put it in your niche market. Everybody has a niche, and that was one thing I took away from that. What works for me might not work for Pete or Bart or some other people in the UFT, and vice versa. I'm a total belly to belly guy. And my thing was, you know, you got to always stay in phase one. You know, phase one to me is basically what builds this business. That's what brings new blood into the business. And to see where the direction of this company and where it's going and what's happening, it just solidifies for me to go out there. And you saw my post on the UFT yesterday, guys. Go out there and do this business with everything you got, because you know it's real. We're getting paid. We're changing lives, and the lifestyle that we're creating with this is absolutely amazing. Phase one, guys, is something that you guys need to be doing every day. I think everybody, like with the project and what things are going on, everybody keeps waiting. You know, let's wait till MDC does this, or let's see what Pete does this. Let's see, dude, this is your business. You have to go out there. If you are the owner of McDonald's and you were waiting for the next big burger to come out, would you just shut your doors until the next burger came out? No. You would go out there and work with what you got now until the next thing comes up for you to capitalize on for your business. Like what Bart's going to talk about later on and what Pete's going to talk about. But for now, you know what you have. You have the ability and the tools and the concept with the advertising, the world-class programs, and the nutrition to go out and tell people that this is what they need. You have to be doing that at least twice a day, guys. Twice a day. If you're talking, let's talk about that for a minute, guys. 2 people a day is not a whole lot of people to talk to. I get that done in the first hour of my day. Everywhere I go, you can bring up this conversation. I was just over at the mall and somebody just walked by me and I have this shirt on with these, other, the pants that kind of like match, not all orange, black and orange, you know what I mean? But the lady goes, man, I love that outfit. I love that. When I work out, I wear all black. I would love to wear something like that. And I go, well, there's my conversation. Hello. Well, what kind of workouts do you do? She goes, I run. I go, really? That sounds boring. And I told her that. She goes, I want to kind of incorporate some more weights. And I go, I got the perfect thing. I'm a Beachbody coach. I do the 21-day fix extreme. There goes the conversation. I mean, it's so simple to talk about, guys. So what I would suggest to you guys is just go out in your own little way, in your own little, however your personality is, just go out and share what you do. Create conversation. You could always turn it around into the physical or the financial aspect of this business. Get their card, give them your card, walk away.
When you're thinking about synergy and momentum and things of that nature, I know Mark talks about phase one. Now it's even more important now to be in phase one because of the new requirements that Beachbody is having people hit Success Club 5 or 10 to get customers. Now I know I've had people call me and say, well, why are they doing that? Well, if you've been a Beachbody coach for 5 years or 6 years and you're still an Emerald and you haven't done anything, and Beachbody is giving you hundreds, even thousands of customers, and you haven't worked the business, that's on you. What Beachbody is going to do is they're going to reward those that want to grow the business. And if you want to sit there and complain and say, you're upset about it, you know what? People are still going to come in here and they're going to take advantage of what Beachbody has. I'm telling you guys, we are on the radar. People are looking at what we're doing. The customer acquisition program is tremendous. You've taken it for granted because it's been around since the very beginning. So if you want to step up, we're here to help you. And one of the things that we want to talk about again is the synergy that's going on. For those of you in Las Vegas and for Super Saturday, our office is getting packed, people. If you are out there on the outside looking in and you're not plugging in and you're not coming to the office, you're missing the boat. If you're not bringing people to the office so that we can help you close and grow your business, you're missing the boat. Last night, Mark, how did it feel like when you had half the room there and they were part of your organization? And again, we say part of your organization out of the humble part of this business is you don't know where people are coming from. They're still part of your organization when they fall in your line of sponsorship. So we say that not out of, hey, those are my coaches, but if people are working and fortunate enough to be in your organization, then you can say, wow, I am so fortunate to have a lot of people that are financially connected with me at the office. How did it feel when half the people that were financially connected with you, Mark, that they were there and you know your business is growing?
I tell you guys, it's an unbelievable experience to be in front of the room, and half the room is your organization. So it just goes to show you that, man, this thing is wide open. You know, you guys need to own that room like I want to own that room. And when I got up there, you know, what I've created is not me. It's and I said that it's everyone in the room that helped me grow this team. And it's absolutely amazing. And that's what I want to talk about as far as synergy, guys. That was the word that sticks in my head from this last weekend. If there was one word, it's synergy. And I started to think, okay, what is synergy? How can I apply this to our team? And synergy is when everybody's going in the same direction. They know exactly what to do. They know that we have a system that they could follow. You don't have to figure this out, guys, on your own. And the ones that are trying to figure it out on their own are suffering. Those are the ones that don't show up and they're not on the call. You know, if look, we can't put a gun to their head and tell them to do this. It's not like that. But when you walk around the mall and you walk around this country, you can just see that there is not a whole lot of people trying to get this done. So getting back to synergy, man, if you could put together a group of people, and this is what I did when I came back from Dallas, man, I get so fired up on these events. And Pete knows, man, I'm out talking to everybody. It's like a brotherhood, man. It really is. It's so cool to be part of that as well and be accepted as part of the leadership too. But I called all my coaches when I got home. If the ones that weren't there last night, the ones I reached out to, I called them and I said, look, where are you at in your business? What can I do to help you? Are you in? Are you out? That way I don't, use your time and I don't waste my time. I just need to know where you're going. And with making those calls, I sat here at my house. I'm at my house right now. I sat here for 5 hours yesterday and I was just making calls and talking to people and just listening to what they want out of this and listening to what was holding them back. And I kind of turned it around for them to say, hey, man, let's go. We have some synergy. I'm here for you. Anything we need, you have all the tools possible. Let's all go run in the right direction. Get me on the phone for a three-way call. Get your upline on the phone. If it's not me, your personal sponsor, three-way call. But if we're all answering these questions every day for the brand new coach, man, talk about synergy. I have 3,000 people in my team. Can you imagine if the 20 or 30 that were going after it, I mean, let's be real about it, can just get one coach in this month and then we double it next month? Talk about the power of one like Pete talks about. Just that little bit. Talk about synergy and getting this thing going on the right direction and never turning back at this point. Wow. I get goosebumps and I feel like I just feel so lucky that I'm part of this, man, because I'm just an average guy, guys. I mean, you see me on the stage and full of energy, and I'm deep down, dude, I'm just an average, hard-working guy that sees it and gets it, and I'm looking for the people that want to get it with me. That's all there is, man. With all the corporate stuff that's going on in America, you don't know what's at the end of your work, work life or whatever, your corporate life. Man, they're taking stuff away left and right. Hey, man, we get the whole check. Just remember, on Thursday, we get the whole check. They don't take anything out. You can work that any way you want. Synergy, man. Get your coaches together.
Right. No, great job, Mark. Way to bring it today. I know a lot of people that are brand new are looking at what we're trying to do. Here's the thing, guys. A quick story today. We went out to breakfast this morning, and I had oatmeal and I had my fruit, and I was eating, and I saw a gentleman pass right by me. He's about 6'6", and I said, "Oh man, it looks like, oh man, it is." He used to work with me, and he retired the same year that I retired, and the way he was eating, the way he looked, I really felt that I need to help this gentleman because he looked like he was 80 or 90 years old because of the way he treats his life, the way he's not eating healthy and so forth. So guys, people need us. If you can impact a friend or somebody that you know, a colleague, That is our job. And you know what? We're going to get paid and we're going to be rewarded by it. And that's great. But the main thing is we're helping people change their lives. And I know, as Mark just talked about, and myself, guys, when I started this business and I shared my story in Dallas, I didn't wait for anybody. I went to work, I signed up people, I enrolled them into their future. We grew this business, and that's what you should be doing right now. You should not be waiting on anything that we're creating. We're creating this to help you. Those are like the added nuggets. It's the same thing as Beachbody. If you built Beachbody without no customers, you can still build this with the brand recognition, the compensation plan, the multiple business centers. We still have a unique comp plan. So when we have this thing going full boat, you're going to be able to benefit, but don't wait for that. So I'm going to bring Bart on board, and I know many of you guys are going to see a big Band-Aid on his forehead. He's going to share with you the story of how that happened and why this is and what's going on with the project. So Bart, go ahead, take it away.
Yeah, well, you're gonna have to forgive me. You know, every now and then we have to deal with a couple of knocks in our life. You know, so what happened, guys? First of all, it was thanks for having me on the call. We did have a great time in Dallas, and I got to meet a lot of individuals that they seem like real nice guys, but how these people are making six figures a month and 7 figures and above, it just baffles me. Okay, there's a huge opportunity what we have here in Beachbody. Why? Because we get customers free from the company. Are you serious? We get customers for doing production. And I tell you one thing, this is why I'm at Beachbody, because of the customer program, because of Pete Pena, people like Mark Canella, and what we have with our team, with our Ultimate Fitness team. And let me tell you what they did, this change they made yesterday, where they reward people actually doing activity. That's the best thing that could have happened for this company, because everybody I'm working with, they're out there working, and I want them to be rewarded, not for sitting there doing nothing, you know, because those are the people that are going to be following up with these customers, and they're going to be converting them to coaches. They're going to get them involved with this Shakeology, going to get themselves healthy and fit and helping others do the same. That's going to be an incredible thing right there. But I did get whacked in the head a couple of days ago. Spent several hours in the emergency room. I was pretty much out in La La Land yesterday. They hooked me up with something called codeine, I think it was called. But anyway, with Easter coming up, tomorrow's Good Friday. With everything that's happened, we're gonna address everything, make sure do a lot of testing. So we'll get it proceed with the. Sorry, I'm actually in Arizona right now on a project that you'll. Sorry. By the way, am I still recruiting? Yes, absolutely. I'm using my Hangouts. I'm using the Challenge Hangout. I'm using the Opportunity Hangouts. Stuff we have in place within MDOT. I mean, it's the greatest system in the world. We have great videos, great presentations. That's all I use. And that's why I'm here today. That's why I'm here for the next 2 days, meeting with some extreme leaders. Why? Because of Beachbody, we have a customer program. We have an unbelievable system that Pete has given everybody at no cost to you, okay? No cost to you. You have all this available to you. So remember that. But anyway, just really excited. Things are coming together. We are unbelievable. We saw all the different landing pages. They're all coming together. We just hadn't. I haven't had a chance to test them, guys, and that's why we're not launching this thing, because we're making sure everything's working properly. I mean, this isn't just for 1 or 2 of you guys, okay? It's for all of UFT, all the thousands of coaches that are participating in this with the MDOT. This is where it all boils down to, and we're not about to launch anything until everything's tested and proven. So that's what's holding. That's why we haven't. That's why we didn't do the project, and that's why we're not doing it tomorrow, because it is Good Friday. But anyway, everything's looking fantastic. I do seem to be remembering a lot from the last 2 days, so it did kind of take me out of the loop there for a couple of days. Matter of fact, I even heard stories from the emergency room about this big guy that was on his phone recruiting people while I was sitting in the emergency room with a huge gash in my head. And Pete said, "Dude, Pete, what was the deal, right? Somebody heard me. I was calling everybody I was recruiting, right?"
Yeah, that's true. I was on mute, but yeah, no, I said, was that Bart everybody was talking about? I said, yep, that was him.
Nice.
So anyway, I don't know I don't know how that all happened. Pete told me, he said, "Are you joking?" I said, "No." But anyway, all I can say, guys, Wow, things are just really looking incredible, and what you're about to see launch, these new landing pages, the new presentations that we spent almost 5 or 6 weeks on, probably 40 to 60 hours on rewriting, re-recording, retweaking, rewriting, working on it. We want the message correct, and now we have several more that are also in the works now, considering who were some of the other conversation we've been having over the last week, day and night. So anyway, things are happening, guys. Just hang tight, be patient, and just keep on reaching out to people a couple of times a day. My God, I mean, a couple of times a day. Hey.
Right. So Bart, I know
have you ever thought about what you do?
Right. So I know, Bart, you froze up a little bit, but you know what? We're going to take it home right now. Great information. I'm glad everybody is able to listen to Bart as a really good update of what's happening. Guys, Good Friday is this Friday. We're not having any training on Saturday. I want you guys to have a great Easter weekend. Enjoy it. Be safe. Have fun. We'll have updates, Monday or Tuesday. Guys, I'm telling you, we are making noise. People are seeing what we're doing. They cannot believe we put something like this in play. And what I'm saying is, I've always told you, we built something, networkers are going to pay attention. And they love what we have, and they're absolutely amazed. So with that, we're going to let you guys go, and we'll see you guys next week. Talk to you guys later.